Tonight, we are following your tax dollars with yet another investigation into potential fraud in Minnesota.
Republicans on the House committee that investigates allegations of fraud in state government have flagged a Department of Human Services program for a deeper look. Integrated Community Supports, or ICS, is a program that helps more than 1,000 vulnerable people every day.
A tipster reached out to our Eric Shalou alleging his ICS provider wasn't always helping him, and he was concerned how the state was being billed. Here is a story you are seeing first on 5.
Cain Pence is cautious when he takes a step.
I'm physically hurting, but I'm sharp mentally.
Pence relies on assistance from the Minnesota Department of Human Services ICS program for daily care and housing needs.
And I would say, hey, I need help with these things. Do it yourself. I need help with groceries. Take a lift. Well, I can take a lift, but it's pretty hard when I have my cane in one hand.
Last year, Pence alleges his provider wasn't giving him the full care that he was entitled to through ICS.
I reached out to the state. Yeah, I called the state. They have a maltreatment line.
These letters show Pence filed complaints with DHS back in October and then in May. The DHS Inspector General's office wrote in part, after carefully reviewing all the information you provided and gathering some additional information, your report was referred to the Program Integrity Oversight Division with the Department of Human Services for fraud review. In this August 29th email to 5 Eyewitness News, a DHS spokesperson wrote in part, to protect the integrity of our investigations, we do not disclose active fraud investigations unless the DHS commissioner determines it will not impede the investigation. We cannot confirm if there is an active investigation into American Home Healthcare LLC. At the time, the state did confirm open licensing complaints against the provider.
I wanted to make sure that those emails had come through to you, and I wanted to get your side too.
Jama Muhammad runs the care provider that was paid tax dollars to help Pence. We asked him about Pence's allegations.
I'm just asking you about the allegations he raised that there were services he wasn't provided during the time
he do that. That guy, he complaining. Everybody, all his life, he's been complaining.
He raised allegations that you billed the state of Minnesota for services that were not provided.
That is not true. I don't have any active.
You spoke to the state about these allegations.
Yes.
And what did you tell the state?
That's not your business.
Muhammad's business received more than $1 million last year from DHS and more than $1.6 million in 2025 paid from a mix of state and federal tax dollars, according to a state website. Since we first reached out to DHS, we found this new correction order. DHS alleges the care company paid to help Pence and others violated Minnesota statutes. In Pence's case, investigators wrote the license holder did not provide services as assigned in the support plan. DHS alleges in mid-September of last year, when Pence wasn't at the complex, staff timesheets indicated that staff provided services during this time frame. Investigators wrote there were multiple instances between June 30th of 2024 and October 5th, 2024 that the client did not receive services or was only provided partial help.
This is not investigation.
We asked Muhammad to explain more.
So all the services you billed the state of Minnesota for
him, it's a true, and he don't even want it.
You provided those services.
Yes.
Muhammad's company was given time to dispute the state's findings. 7 citations were issued, not just for Pence, but others in the ICS provider's care. The state requires the problems to be corrected. We still don't know the status of the alleged fraud review mentioned in the Inspector General's May letter to Pence. Meanwhile, a House Fraud Prevention Committee staffer met with Pence to learn more about his allegations. We'll stay on top of this story for you.
That is Eric Shalou reporting.